Hey guys, so I'd asked on some of my previous What's in My Bag videos if there was any interest in seeing what's in my makeup kits because they're not really organizational things, so to speak. I mean, they are part of my organizational, method of purse, stuff. Wow, that was really fantastic wording there. But, showing you what's in them it's not really about organization, but there's enough interest that I'm just going to have this as like a short little video at the end of this series. And if you're not interested in seeing makeup stuff, then you should just skip this video and wait for the next one when I'm back to more organizational sorts of topics. But I'm going to show you what I keep in my tote style makeup bag. For my tote style purses, the makeup bag I keep in that, the larger one. And then the smaller version I keep in my crossbody, like medium size purses. So I'm going to start with the main one. These again were, actually this was a part of a birthday gift set I got of Prada pouches. This one I actually bought in Vegas to complete my set. I planned on buying it for a long time. These are really, really nice makeup cases, but they're totally not necessary to, you can even find, actually Vera Bradley makes a really nice cosmetic case in the same exact size and shape, and it's even, I think, a little sturdier because it's lined on the inside with like a water repellent lining. So you can definitely find really awesome cases for a lot less than the Prada ones. This is just what I have, and I'm showing it to you because it is what I use. I'm not gonna like swap out for something that I never use just so I can use something that's less expensive, if that makes sense. So there you have it. That's my little disclaimer there. That this is a video basically about makeup and not really about organization. But let's give you a look inside the case. The thing I like about this case, actually, that is different from some other cases I found, is that it has a zip pocket on the inside. That's not why I bought this case. Like I said, I bought it to match the other ones that I got for a birthday gift set. But it's beautiful and functional and sturdy, and I know I'll use it for many, many, many years. So what might I have in here, might you ask? I'm just going to pull everything out and show you one by one. I think that's easier. So of course I have a powder. This is the Instant Age Rewind Protective Finishing Powder with SPF 25 by Maybelline, and I'm in the shade Nude. Sorry about the glare, you guys. But this is kind of an interesting thing. Actually, this is very similar to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder that I use on whenever I wear makeup at home. This is just my purse one, which is nice because it has SPF as well. It's my daytime purse one. What I like about this packaging, and I can never do it, oh there we go, is that the sponge little poofy guy and the mirror are separate from the powder, so they don't get like all messed up. So that's kind of a neat thing about this, and you can get these at Walgreens and CVS and Target and Walmart, any drugstore kind of place. Ulta also sells those. And then I have a little Physicians Formula blush, because blush is one of those things that I find just disappears off my face the fastest. Here, I'll take this off, it's less glary now. It's just a really, really nice, sort of everyday, pink, slightly shimmery shade. And again, it's a similar packaging where the mirror and the little brush are on a different side. So, and it actually even has little perforations on this brush side, so it like airs out the brush doesn't get like kind of all closed up in there, if that makes sense. And this is the Happy Booster Glow and Mood Boosting Blush in Natural. So those are my two powder products that I have in here. I also have a concealer. And this is by Tarte. This is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Waterproof Concealer, and I'm in the shade Medium. I don't actually think I've used this one yet. This is my new favorite concealer. I actually have it, one that lives in my vanity and one that lives, you'll see, in my other purse. I liked it so much, and it's so nice because it's a stick one, and you can really apply it on the go, and you don't have to like dip your fingers into it or anything, which is nice. Now, to go along with those products, I do have some brushes. Even though a couple of those things came with their own brushes, I like having different options in brushes. And I forgot to mention, what I think of this as a full face emergency kit. So this basically has everything I would need to make a full face, minus like a moisturizer or anything. I don't really wear foundation ever, except for very, very specific occasions. And usually only during the winter for like a fancy party or something if I just feel like I need a little extra oomph. So this is all the products I would need to go from like blank face to makeup face, you know, without being at home. And this is by Sonia Kashik. I got this at Target quite a while ago. I bet she still carries it. This is a really nice compact brush on the go set. It has, you know, sort of this really flat kind of powder brush, and then it has a like an eyeshadow shader brush, kind of normal looking. This I think of as an eyeliner or precision, you know, kind of brush. I would use that mainly for eyeliner, I guess, or like kind of turning a shadow into eyeliner if you dampen it a bit. And then it has actually a concealer brush in it, so if I wanted to blend this out and not use my fingers, I could use a little concealer brush. So I thought this was really nice, and Sonia Kashik is a great brand. You can get at Target, and they're relatively inexpensive. To go along with that, I also have these Almay oil-free makeup eraser sticks. This is a really, really cool concept. I actually haven't used any of these yet because I haven't had the situation where I've needed to, but basically they're these little Q-tip looking things, and you break one end, there's directions on the back, and it releases makeup remover into the other side of the Q-tip side, and it's just on the go. Like say your mascara or your eyeliner was running underneath your eyes, or if you were applying your makeup on the go and you made a mistake, or you wanted to remove something altogether, this is nice to have. So I really enjoy that. I also have Boscia blotting powders. Oh, and these you can find at Target as well. These I get at Sephora. These are my favorite. These green tea blotting linens. They're really nice, kind of natural version of those, you know, sort of like rubbery ones by Clean and Clear. I used to use those, but I like these better. Then I have a mini Urban Decay all-nighter long-lasting makeup setting spray. I got this as a free gift at some point, but I know they sell these at Sephora in the small version. And this is basically made by the same, it's either the same thing or made by the same company. Yeah, it's made by Scandinavia, which makes the makeup finishing spray that I use every time I wear makeup. And this is great, like if you're out all day and you feel like you need a little pick-me-up just to spritz this on your face. It kind of makes everything set all over again. So I like having that on hand. I have a couple of eyeshadow products. These are both by Stila, and I bought these specifically for my makeup kit for my bag. I bought these several years ago now. I don't know if Stila still makes these little threesome things. You'll see they have 3 little eyeshadows in them. I'm going to open them up to show you. Because they're so thin and tiny. That's why I bought them. And they're great neutral colors. So this one I'm holding up now is called Gilded. And you can see it's a nice kind of natural bronzy brown look. I would use that one as a lid color, that one as crease and eyeliner color, and that as an highlight. And then this one's called Ethereal. And sort of backwards here, this one I would use as an all over lid, this I would use as a crease and eyeliner, and this one I would use as highlighter. So those are really nice to have, and they're so light and little, and get really nice color combinations out of them. And then I do have one mini cream base, and this I got as a free gift a while ago from Benefit. I actually have this in the full-size product. This is my favorite cream eyeshadows. This is RSVP. It's their Creaseless Cream Shadow / liner, and it's just a really nice all-around kind of shimmery light taupe color, almost a little bit beige pink too, and it just makes a nice base for those eyeshadows as well. Let's see, on the little zipper part, I'm going to get to the rest of the stuff in the middle of the bag in a second, but the little zipper part is where I keep the really tiny things that I don't want to get kind of lost in the jumble, so I'm just going to pull all those out and show you what they are. Oh, there's one other little thing here. I have a eyebrow comber, foldable pencil, thing here, tool from Ulta. Very inexpensive. It has the comb on one side and the brush on the other, so it's for eyebrow grooming on the go. I have a mini version of my favorite brow gel, which is by Anastasia. This is the clear brow gel, which is really nice. I have a little Tarte mascara. This is the Lights Camera Lashes one. I have a lot of little sample mascaras kind of in a little jar in my vanity, and when this one dries out, I will just chuck it and put another one in its place. I just keep them, you know, I don't open them until I start using them, obviously. And then I have a brown eyeliner. This is the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Whiskey by Urban Decay. Again, it was like a free sample in something. I love little free samples like this for your purse size makeup kit because it's, you know, so convenient to have everything mini. It's not like I use this stuff all the time. I know there are lots of people who put their makeup on the go a lot. I'm not one of those people. I don't have that kind of situation most of the time. But I like to have these things as backups, and I do use them. And then I have a mini Too Faced Shadow Insurance, which isn't my favorite eyeshadow primer, eyelid primer, but it's a tiny little bottle. Again, it was a free sample, and it's just really light and like takes up no room in my purse, so that's why I keep it there. And then I have another little brush. This is actually from a MAC palette, from one of the holiday palettes a couple years ago. Just as a second option for eyeshadow. It's just a little tiny eyeshadow brush in case I like get a dark color on one of the eyeshadow brushes in my little Sonia Kashik kit and I want a different thing going on. Then I have a few lip products. Of course, I have my little lip product bag. If you watched my What's in My Bag tote style purse organization video, you saw the little lip bag I have by, it's a Longchamp little, like tiny little bag. And I have a lipstick and a chapstick and a lip gloss and a lip cream in there. These are just separate, like totally different things. Again, sometimes I pull this out and I'll bring this like to the airport with me if I didn't have time to put my face on and I want to put some makeup on the plane, that sort of thing. So it's not necessarily always in my bag with my little lipstick or lip product kit. This is a tiny little lipstick from Benefit called Lady's Choice. Lana is the shade, a very, you know, sort of neutral mauve pink, sort of normal color. Again, another free sample I got from something. And then I have a really bright Bobbi Brown pink lip gloss, and this is in Rosy 22. It's really pretty and just really pops either by itself or with that. And then I have a shimmery Lipshine from C.O. Bigelow. This is the Mentha Lipshine in Pink Mint, which is not only moisturizing and kind of freshens your breath as well, but it's just a nice bit of shimmer to it. This is a flat lip. This doesn't have any shimmer in it, this lip gloss. And I have a Perfume dual rollerball thing from Coach. It has Coach Poppy Flower and Coach Poppy in it. So that's nice. And that's everything that I have in my tote style purse makeup bag. That is so hard to say, I don't know why. Like I said, I do keep this in there most of the time. Sometimes I'll pull it out for different things. Sometimes I don't want to carry it around with me, you know, for certain things. But more often than not, it's living in my tote style bag, whichever one I'm using at the moment. Now for my medium-sized bags, I have a smaller version of that. This is pared down to more touch-up things, whereas what you saw in the last one I could do my whole face with. This is just really just for touch-up, kind of on the go, would use it much more often sorts of situations. And also, this has all the extra lip products in it that I carry in my medium cross-style bags, whereas in my toe-style bag I have a separate little case for the lip products, like you saw if you watched that video. Which I'll link that, but I'll link both of these videos, the original videos below, the purse organization for tote style and crossbody style. So this is another little product case. This one is much smaller and it's very flat and it's perfect for medium to small size bags. I love this case. Like when I first got this, I was a little skeptical about what I would use it for, but I put it to good use right away and I've been using it ever since and I love it. So, and see, it's very flat. But it actually is really conveniently sized. And this is a case that I really haven't seen anything very similar to, in that it's this sturdy of a case in this shape. You can get this size case pretty inexpensively, you know, at drugstores and Target, Walmart, that kind of thing, but they're usually not quite as sturdy. Whereas like this case, like I said, Vera Bradley has a nice cosmetic pouch that's very similar. It's like $22, you know? So, I don't know, I'm still on the lookout for something that is like a less expensive comp to this, but I'll just show you what I have in here. I have a little cherry handkerchief I think I put it in here because I can't fit a hanky into my medium crossbody style bag, Walking Pharmacy. I can't fit one in there, so I put it in this instead. So I have a little hanky. I think every lady should have a hanky, just my opinion. I have my lip products, like I said. I have a little Sugar Rose Lip Balm treatment, and this has a little bit of a tint to it. It's actually not as bright as it looks there. It's just basically just a tint. And then I have a Pink Truffle Revlon, what are these? Color Burst Lip Butter, which is my favorite from the Color Burst selection. And it's just sort of a regular mauve-y pink, kind of my go-to normal color, like all year round color. And then I have Viva Glam 6 in here from MAC, which is really pairs nicely with this lipstick as well. So those are the little lip products that I keep in here, and like I said, they're the only extra lip products other than like a random chapstick that I keep in my crossbody style bags because I keep it all in this. I have a little, oh, these are mattifying paper, rice mattifying papers from L'Occitane. These are really old. I don't know if they still sell these either, but I'm almost out of those. So when I'm out of these, I'll pop in a new one of the Boscia ones that I showed in my other makeup kit. I have a different powder in here. This is a Bare Minerals Ready SPF 15 Touch-Up Veil Powder, and this is the translucent shade, which means it doesn't really have a color, and it's sort of the traditional thing where the mirror is in it and a little puff, and then it's just a translucent powder. This is a really nice powder as well. I really like these two powders. My favorite by far is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, and that's what I keep on my vanity, but I like these for on-the-go touch-ups. And to go along with that, because I really don't like using these sorts of puffs. I don't know what you call them really. These little things. I find for me at least they just cake too much powder on. So I found this little kabuki brush, this like travel size kabuki from Too Faced, which is in their teddy bear hair line. It's not really teddy bear hair, by the way. It's just supposed to be like soft like a teddy bear. And I really like this. But I wouldn't want to put this just like in my nice Prada makeup case. I want it to be, you know, in good shape. So I have this little, mesh bag I got somewhere in a gift or something, or with jewelry or something. Probably from Eco Emmy. I get a lot of these from Eco Emmy, and I just have it in there to keep it protected and keep my bag protected. But it's also, the brush can breathe in there. And then just like I had in my other bag, I have another one of those Tarte Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator Waterproof Concealers in medium is my shade. Oh, this is tan. Oh, that's dark. Oops, I must have picked up the wrong one. Well, this one's in tan apparently, but not much I can do about that now. And then I have this little brush that actually came with a product I bought from Chanel a while ago, like a cream eyeshadow. This is just a little tiny brush that came with it, which I don't use with that product, but it is the perfect little on-the-go concealer brush. It could also double as a lip brush, and I like that it kind of is its own little package. A couple more things. Oh, I have two of those in there apparently. I have another one of those little eyebrow groomer things. This one's from Sephora. You can get them obviously at Ulta or Sephora, with the comb on one side and the brush groomer on the other, and it folds in nicely. And another mini clear brow gel from Anastasia, which is my favorite. And then I have a little posy tint of this, again, another little sample from Benefit. This is a like a stain, cheek stain. And if it's just in case my blush just comes totally off during the day and I want just to put a little touch of something on, that gives me just enough color, you know, that I don't need to worry about having a whole blush in here. And then I have a flat little mirror. I like to have a separate mirror with my lip stuff. This I actually got at MAC. This is great if you have a tiny little walking pharmacy or a tiny little makeup kit, or you just want a really thin, really nice mirror. I just like it a lot. It's very long, so it's great to like do, you know, you can really even see your whole face, but it's a great makeup mirror, and it comes in its own little case. It doesn't, and it's like really thin, and it just doesn't weigh much at all. So it's really perfect for this sort of situation. And that is everything that I keep in my tote style and medium crossbody style bag makeup kits for my purses. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I apologize, it's really nothing to do with organization, but I gotta throw one of these in here every once in a while, right, to shake things up a bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love to know what you guys keep and carry in your purse makeup kit. I just think it's so interesting to see what other people, carry around with them. So leave me comments or video response if you want. I know I'm bad about approving those, but I will be back on approving video responses as soon as possible. And I hope you guys enjoyed this series. This is it for the purse organization series. For now, you never know. There might be an update at some point in the future, but I think this will tide us over for a while, and I'll be back with new videos soon. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and until next time, take care. Bye, you guys.